Hi, I'm Grey Tiger, and welcome to my first Let's Play as Grand Cathay. Today we're going to be starting a new campaign as Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon, who rules over the western provinces. So we'll be playing on very hard and normal difficulty for the battles, and we're going to be doing our best to hold off the Ogres from the Mountains of Morn, and perhaps even Chaos if they break through the Grand Bastion. So let's have a quick look at the effects that Zhao Ming brings to the game. So we have maximum cargo capacity plus 20% for caravans, so that should prove quite useful. Hero recruit rank plus 5 for alchemists, minus 25% to upkeep for ogre mercenary units, which okay, so that's quite interesting. So you might be working with the ogres rather than against them. Armor plus 15 for melee units. That's pretty good, considering that's across the board of all melee. The Lord effects. So Zhao Ming himself has magic item drop chance plus 100%, minus 25% upkeep for melee units in his army, and harmony plus 3 towards the yang. So let's see how these effects work for him in the campaign. So let's start things rolling. Grand Cathay is the land of the celestial Dragon Emperor. In the distant past, the Dragon Emperor founded his domain amongst the human tribes who dwelt in the east. To aid his rule, he took a mate, the Moon Dragon, and they had 9 children who became noble rulers of Cathay's many provinces. Of the 9, 4 have been lost to time and enmity. Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon, is closer to his mother and perceived with suspicion by his siblings. He rules western Cathay, yet the Skaven that lurk in the Warpstone Desert have been emboldened of late. The power of a god may aid in pacifying his regions, increasing his standing amongst his kin. Will such a prize lure him into the Chaos Realms? I travel east to gain an audience.
Grand Cathay, a vast empire to the east, ruled by powerful creatures, dragons, who can inhabit human form.
You are gravely mistaken. We have no interest in a mere god's power.
No interest in power to use against the forces of chaos?
I am Yao Ying, the Storm Dragon, older than the gods themselves. You are here for a greater purpose. This map shows the energy of all things. There should be harmony, but the world is unbalanced. My younger sister, Shen-Zoo, bringer of light and hope. She ventured beyond the Norscan mountains, but was lost. Without her light, darkness prevails, and our family has no comfort.
Though I feel your loss, the Dome of Fates provides no insight to your sister's whereabouts.
Ursa knows he witnessed her fate.
Then why does he not tell you, Iron Dragon?
There is mistrust between dragons and gods.
If we save Ursun, he will tell us how to find Shen-Zoo.
Let me serve you, mighty dragons. I can reach Ursun, lead you to him before it's too late, for one drop of his blood.
Your destiny is to guide us.
The armies of Cathay must breach the Maelstrom and march into chaos. Balance will be restored to the world when Shen-Zoo is returned to you. Our goal is clear. To find the lost sister, we must hear the God Bear's testament before he passes into myth.
My sister assumes it is her right to hear the Bear God's testament. But you will help me reach Ursun first.
I will guide you to the Dying God. You require a grand legion, and for that your traditional lands must be tamed. Rat men have always infested the Warpstone Desert, but the God's roar has emboldened them. Destroy these Clan Eshin pests. Further north, your absence from Shangyang has left a power vacuum that rebels have now filled. The insolence. They must suffer the dragon's wrath. Once the desert is yours, the Tower of Ash-Sher shall come under your dominion. The caravan routes under its control will give you the riches required for the dread expedition into the Chaos Realm. Beware the Great Maw, for the Ogres mistake this pit for a god. Yet even further south, you shall find more enemies eager to invade. Disharmony blights Grand Cathay, mighty Zhao Ming. If you are to find Ursun, you must restore the balance. Only then will the Dragon Emperor look upon you with fondness.
Fire and metal shall save us all.
So here we are on the campaign for Zhao Ming. So let's have a look at how they play. So we have harmony, so all aspects of development in Cathay are aligned in yin or yang. Bonuses are earned and penalties are suffered based on the balance between the two. Wujing Compass will give us influence of the flow of winds of magic around the Cathayan homelands. The rulers of the Celestial Empire may use its power to bolster their defences, enrich their lands, and divert harmful magic away to the desert. The Ivory Road. Cathayan factions can send caravans to the west along the perilous Ivory Road. Choices will have to be made, and challenges overcome, if expeditions are to be successful. Okay, it should be fun learning how those work. Alright, well, we have our first mission. Defeat an army belonging to the following faction, Clan Eshin. The Skaven have always lurked in the Warpstone Desert, but they have been emboldened of late, and now directly challenge you. Exterminate these pests. Well, it should certainly be easier now than when... what's the name of the guy from Clan Eshin? When they get their legendary lord in the campaign.
My inventions
okay.
safeguard all Cathay.
What are we dealing with? So we've got some Jade Warriors, Peasant Spearmen, Peasant Archers, Great Longma Riders, and Fire Rain Rocket. Alright, nice. We have some artillery to start. Okay, technology time. So we have season trackers already. So do we want to go down drill training? Or do we want to do fletching mentors? Ammunition plus 8% for peasant archers, and that's a yin. And leadership per peasant long spearman is a yang. So let's just have a look at what our balance currently is. So where can we see our balance? I'm assuming that's it. There we go. So our current balance is 3 towards the yang. So we need some yin to balance it out. Okay. So with that being the case, let's go for fletching mentors, which is the one I would prefer anyway.
There must be improvement.
Alright, let's have a look at our Ivory Road mechanic. So this panel displays your caravans. They can be sent along the Ivory Road from Cathay to the west. If a caravan reaches its destination, you receive a large reward. Alright, so we've got Jingjunjo caravan. What's that? Is that 13 men in the army? 13 men in the army guarding it? Perhaps. Okay, so... how do I get rid of that? Oh, okay. Next step. Caravans you can dispatch are displayed here. You can see its level and the number of units that will protect it. Okay. You can decide how much cargo the caravan should take west. The more cargo, the greater the reward you will receive if it reaches its destination. All caravans start here. The lines leaving this point represent the different routes a caravan may take. As the game progresses, dangers will be displayed beside these lines. Now, chart the route your caravan should take. You can alter the route even after it has been dispatched, and so react to perils along the way. It will move after ending your turn. This is a destination node. If your caravan arrives there, you'll receive the reward beside it. Okay? Click this node to plot its route there. Okay? And finally, after choosing your initial route, click the dispatch button to send the caravan and return to the campaign map. Remember to return and check on the progress of your caravans. Okay, well, that gives us a nice overview, so let's have a look. Let's zoom out a little bit. What do we have? Alright, so we could play it relatively safe and just go to the close one down here, which is just past the Mountains of Morn in the Darklands, I think. Yeah, because that's the Dragon Isles by there, so this would be the Haunted Wood, I think. Obviously that's the Sea of Dread. Yeah, Haunted Forest. Okay, we could go a little bit further afield, so where is this? Oh, okay, we send one to the vampires. Interesting. This would be going to Kislev, I'm assuming. Dukil's Forest. I'm not quite sure where that is. Possibly Wood Elves. Up here we have Frozen Sea. Or we could really push it. Okay, so we'd actually get less for it heading to Altdorf than we would if it goes to Castle Drakenhof. That's a little peculiar, considering it's got further to travel. Okay. Any other places? Oh no, okay, so they can only travel there. And looks like Wood Elves here can't use it. Kislev, the heart of Kislev doesn't seem to have any possibilities. Looks like Eringrad is the only one that does. Is that Eringrad? Yep, that's Eringrad. Maybe more will open up as we play. Well, let us start by sending this one to Frozen Landing. It's not too far, but it'll give us an idea of how this works. Alright, so overall threat here is high. The threat to a caravan is determined by your diplomatic relations with the factions that control the route, and the bandit threat created by the passage of treasure-laden caravans. Caravan encounter events are more dangerous when the overall threat is higher. One or more warring factions are present on this route. They may attack your caravan. The more a route is used, the higher the threat becomes. The threat will reduce over time. Controlling all the regions on a route will secure it against banditry. Okay, so high threat because we're at war with somebody down here. Oh, okay, we're at war with Shangyang, which is where the caravans leave from. Okay, so we can't even really use the mechanic at the moment, I would imagine. Can we... So we've got this caravan, so we do have a caravan open to us. Right, let's send it down here near the Dragon Isles. And... can't see what's here, so I can't tell it to go that way for sure, but it looks like it's going to. How much do we want to send? We've got 4250. Gonna drop it down to 500, and let's dispatch that caravan.
No more threatening than
Okay,
lights.
so back on the campaign map, let's just have a look at what else we have. We have the Wuzhen Compass. So it's currently pointed nowhere, so we can point it to the Great Bastion, the Celestial Lake, Warpstone Desert, or the Dragon Emperor's Wrath. So what's it going to give us if we put it in the desert? Winds of Magic will steadily decrease. Corruption -4. Enemy leadership -6. Okay, I think that's nice. Your faction can only change the compass direction in 4 turns. Okay, so we have to wait. Okay, well, let's go to our army. So we're going to be attacking Clan Eshin. We've got a pretty small army to start off. Do we have any heroes to add to our army? No, we don't. We just have our lord.
The Iron Dragon.
The Iron Dragon. Yes, Iron Dragon.
Test of iron.
Yes, we're going to test the iron. We're going to test your ability. Okay, decisive victory. Wouldn't expect any less, considering how badly outnumbered he is. Okay, so we've got to go into the fight, and much like my Zinch Karas Fate Weaver campaign, it will be a cinematic battle. So I will see you on the other side.
For generation upon generation, I have delivered only triumph. Today is no different.
Welcome back to the campaign map. So we managed a decisive victory there, but I don't think that was really ever in doubt. However, we did have a few casualties from one of our spearman units. I think a good portion of that was the rocket battery firing into their back. So the rats, of course, took a few casualties, then ran away, then came back, then ran away, pretty much like they always do. So Infecticay. Is that the name of that guy? Interesting. Snickitch. Snickitch is the name of their lord. That's right. Their legendary lord. Okay. So we've gained 900 experience for Zhao Ming. Some missile resistance. And a little bit of gold. So let's go for... I don't think we really need to worry too much about the replenishment. Treasury. Seems like we're not starting with too much in the treasury, so let's bolster that a little. I mean, we did spend 500 on that caravan, but hopefully they'll bear fruit. Okay, engage the enemy. Defeat an army belonging to the following faction. We are done. We've gained a follower, minus 8% upkeep for Jade Warriors and Jade Warriors with Halberds. Oh, that's nice. Handy that we have some Jade Warriors in the army already. The Iron Curse Icon. This enchanted item, made from the cannonball that killed infamous necromancer Gabriel Dumor, grants the wielder advantage when facing the missile attacks of war machines. Okay. Enemy killed, Infecticay. Mission issued, a hero comes. Send your new hero to your army. And another mission, the dragon needs you. Recruit 2 new units. Oh, and another one. Restore the balance of harmony. So I thought we had, but okay, we'll find out. What is the balance?
The dragon expects.
So it's 4 towards the yang, if I'm reading that correctly. Is there any other? That's the Great Bastion threat. Don't see any other screen information that tells me about the balance. Alright, let's get... That's our caravan that's about to go out. And here's our hero.
Let their feet become fleet.
The Iron Dragon.
The Iron Dragon. Alright, so we've succeeded there. The dragon needs to recruit 2 more units. Alright, well, let's have a look at what we have available to us. So we can get some more Jade Warriors, which we have 8% discount on. There's a long spearman and archers. Got to go for 1 Jade Warrior, 1 archer.
Obey.
So the Jade Warriors are Yang, and the archers are Yin. So that's keeping the balance. Let's have a look at our settlement. Okay, so we're currently at tier 2. We have an option of a training camp, which will give us Jade Warrior crossbowmen, who are Yin, and their armor is 80, as opposed to the peasants. Where did we get peasants from? We get them from here. Peasants have 15, very little armor. Okay, so that's an option. What else? We probably want something for income. So let's see. We've got conscription bureau for growth. Growth is also important. The tea parlor for growth. The market for income. Spice market for income. Control from the conscription office and control from the conscription field. So we have a choice. Do we go growth or do we go income? What's our current growth? 23. 6 turns to grow. If we go the tea parlour, we're going to be getting a little bit of income as well. So let's go the tea parlour. Seems like something just fell off a shelf. And let's go the upgrade to the dormitory so we can start to get crossbowmen. I don't believe there's anything else we can do this turn. I'm not seeing anything around, so let's end the turn. And watch as our caravan leaves our safe haven and heads out through the dangerous lands of the Mountains of Morn. Okay, mission successful. New mission. Capture and occupy the following settlement. Xen Wu. Okay. I think there are Skaven there. Alright, so that's their lands. So before we head into their lands, we're going to grab some more units. Let's go for 2 more. The balance is still toward the yang, so that will help. I love the speed now of the end turn. Very nicely optimized. Caravan encounter. Jingjung Gao caravan. While resting at an inn, the caravan master is approached by a stranger, claiming to be a famed adventurer who wishes to join the caravan's retinue. He will protect and fight, but his services come at a price. Okay, so who is this famed adventurer? It's a noble. He looks like a high elf, if I'm not mistaken. Not quite sure what high elf he would be. Thanks, but no. Caravan doesn't need additional protection, and picking up strangers mid-journey is never a good idea. Or another hired sword will bust the caravan's protection, and if they're as good as they claim, it should be worth the price. I am going to hire that noble, because I'm curious to see what it looks like, who it is. So, we have hired additional protection for our caravan. So let's see, can we see our caravan? As it wanders down, I don't see it. Oh, there we go, there's our caravan. Okay, so we have... Yep, he's a high elf, alright. No idea who he is, though. Any information on him? High elf aristocrats are precise and calculating, and they bring this nature to the battlefield. Okay, so he's not really a named character. Okay.
Inefficiency is intolerable. Get out of my mind.
I didn't realize I was in your mind. Okay. Let's fight.
Of metal.
Okay, oh, well, it looks like they have quite a lot of units. Of course, Skaven. Always got lots of things. So, what do we got? We got clan rats, they shouldn't prove a problem. Skaven slaves, neither. Gutter runners. Poisonman globadiers, we've got to watch out for. And the night runners might prove a little bit of a problem, but yeah, not really much we've got to worry about. And their Gracia Lord, okay, we might have to worry about their magic abilities. But let's just save this off. And I'll see you on the other side of this battle. Welcome back to the campaign map. And unfortunately we only managed to get a close victory out of that one. And the towers in the settlement proved a real problem. I think we were firing at one, maybe 3-4 times it got rebuilt. And one time it got rebuilt, but we couldn't actually see it. Instead we were just getting piercing arrows flying out of nowhere. But nevertheless we came up with a victory. And we did lose... Oh no, we did not. I thought for a moment I'd lost the longbow riders because I left them unattended and they got taken apart by towers. But fortunately they still seem to be alive. Okay, so we got an armor of silver steel there. Plus 20 armor. Okay. We will... Do we want to sack that? It'll give us 2,000 gold. It's 2,000 much needed gold. I think we shall sack that.
Take steel, curse you thing.
And we've killed the Skrull Yolstef. A strange name for a rat. Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon.
The Iron
And I think we can occupy it now. Yeah, we can. Alright.
Celestial Empire.
So it may have been
Ever
ruined a little,
grow.
but that doesn't matter. So a treasury plus 1,000 for taking Xen Wu. And a potion of strength as well. So our next mission, take Xianxian. Maintain control of the following province, either by direct ownership or through vassals and military alliances. To become a master of Xiangyang, or once more you must do so from a place of strength, ruling over the wastelands of Xinxian. Ruling over the wastelands of Xinxiang will give you resources and martial might needed to placate other regions. Okay, so we'll get 5,000 if we do so. Okay, so take Xinxiang. So we need the City of Monkeys. Is that the only one we need? No, we also need... Is that part of the same one? Province Wastelands of Xinxiang, and that's in the Warpstone Desert. So we don't need that. We just need the City of Monkeys, which is in the hands of a rebel faction. Okay, so no, not Skaven this time. Let's repair. Okay, we don't need those two buildings. We can get rid of one. Hang on. That goes to a maximum of tier 3. Whilst it's more efficient to keep this one here in this settlement, if I lose that settlement, it's more efficient to have this one as a higher tier building. But we've already got it to level 2 and I don't want to be waiting the extra turn, so let's demolish that one for now. We can worry about that sort of thing later. So, Young Port, we have our upgrade, and we have our tea parlour. Let's go for a Contemplation Gardens for the extra growth and extra harmony. Okay, so we do need to re-recruit. I think we shall go for...
They have the honor of service.
Go for those crossbowmen. So they are Ying. Yeah, they are Ying. So 2 crossbowmen to add to the army. And we shall then add in another Jade Warrior and another Jade Warrior crossbowman. So we don't get a discount on them, just on the Jade Warriors, unfortunately. Alright, and now we can go for our upgrade.
Fire and metal.
I'm just checking the time on something. Okay. Okay, what shall we go for? Warding Iron, damage resistance, plus 10 armor. Iron strength, plus 10 melee attack. Sorry, melee attack, plus 10% for melee units. Yes, we shall go for that. Increase our units as we can. It's got quite a few skills to get through. Okay, we'll go... Let's see, what's down this line? Recruitment, attrition, corruption. Does it lead to upkeep reduction? Yes, and yes. Okay, we're going to head down the blue line. What do we want? So there's probably going to be Skaven corruption in the area. So let's get rid of corruption by using Fervent. And go to
Zhao Ming.
Min Chao. And we shall... Do we want to increase mobility or boost income? Or go for... No, she's a spellcaster. We'll concentrate on spells at first. Okay, let's end our turn. So it looks like we're going to be heading across the desert to take care of the city of monkeys. Now, there must still be some Clan Eshin around because it didn't say we destroyed them. Let's just double check diplomacy. See if we can find if they are about. Let's go by ones we're at war with. Okay, so Clan Eshin do exist somewhere. They've got one settlement.
You come, we listen. You speak.
I don't know where, so I'm going to assume they're in the ice pass. Because I don't see them elsewhere. Is there anybody we're friendly with that we could get trade with? Let's have a look at the attitudes. So the Jade Custodians, the northern provinces.
I stand apart.
Okay, so that's our sister. Let's see if she's
Our
willing to
ancient
talk.
empire has not survived until now without friends.
She'll give us non-aggression and a trade agreement, and we can balance that out to get some cash out of her. So we'll propose that.
Cathay's cohesion is assured.
It is assured, thank you. Okay, so that was nice. Little bonus. Anybody else? Let's get back to the attitude. Rebel Lords of Nanyang. So, Rebel Lords are friendly with me. Interesting. I do not want treaty if they're rebels. Burning Wind Nomads. So, are they friendly or not? Kind of. Alright, let's just leave it there. Okay, building upgrade is available. Okay, so Xen Wu, we can go for some peasant horsemen. Iron Hail Gunners is on the next level. We cannot get that, we cannot get that. Okay, so we can get more upgrades here. So, we can go for control of the province, although we have control heading upwards right now. We can go for pure income, which I think would be a good idea. So the choice, we have a choice between the wares market and the spice market. So what's the maximum that we'll get to? 300 per turn. This will get to 225, but we also get income from trade. So it's kind of hard to tell at this point what is going to give us the most. But let's still have a look what our balance is. So we're 3 in the yang. So we will go towards the yin. I hope I'm reading that right and we're not actually 3 in the yin. Current balance. Okay, I think we're okay with that. Okay, the City of Monkeys and the Shenyang look like they're pretty much the same distance from one another. However, City of Monkeys is our target, so we will go for that first, unless we see someone attack from Shenyang. Okay, another encounter for our caravan. Found the cargo. A rival's caravan is spotted, dragged off the road and wrecked. There were no signs of the lost crew. Eaten is the guard's guess. However, there is cargo in the debris. All agree it's best to take what can be carried and move on. So we can either grab the medicine, which will replenish our forces, enabling replenishment in foreign territory, and casualty replenishment rate plus 8%, or we can take the spice barrels, which will give us 200 more cargo, which will mean that we will get more when we reach our destination. So that casualty replenishment is only for 2 turns. So we'll take the cargo. Probably had better long-term benefits. Oh, and we have our first technology researched. And a new mission too. Change the compass direction. Okay, well let's do the compass direction first. So we're in the well, we're not going to the Warpstone Desert at the moment. But we do want to get rid of corruption. So let's go for the Warpstone Desert. Oh, I like that animation, that's very nice. And that will give us 750, just for doing that simple action. And then let's have a look at what we can go for our technology. So we can go for some more Ying, so armor plus 10 for Jade Warrior Crossbowman, and Jade Warrior Crossbowman with shields. Or Harmonic Discipline, Harmony plus 1 Yin, Hero Action cost minus 25%. We can go for Armored Bamboo, or Leadership for the Peasants there. What are these leading to? So this will lead to Grants the Banner of the Moon Empress. Leadership plus 4 when defending. Vigor loss reduction minus 15% for Jade Warriors. Okay. Growth plus 5 all provinces. Let's go the Dragon Scales and then we might start moving up that line there.
Cathay must never stand still.
Garrison Lord has not moved. Yes, no, we've been recruiting. That's why we haven't moved. And we are also recovering from our wounds. Alright, let's make a move to the border, but we won't go across. And hopefully we'll have enough to... We want to have 50% at least. I'm just going to make it a little bit more than that, because sometimes, in Warhammer 2 at least, I'd be right on the value that you need, and it wouldn't let me take the stance I want. So we want this so we can get the extra replenishment, which it didn't seem to give us, which is odd. Okay, and we have an upgrade for our wizard. So let's go for Gehenya's Golden Hounds. And with that action, we will end this episode. So, thank you very much for joining me here at our first opening moves of our Iron Dragon campaign. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next episode. I'm Grey Tiger. Bye for now.